guys, we start. Third string, we need to go to the share folder, my share folder to find file for ICT, and the second one, table CSS practice, and then copy this one to your personal folder, which has your student number, and then we go in, and then you just right click and paste, and we link it to your link. And because this one for YouTube, I make to YouTube like that. So after you go in, you will see a mark scheme and task. You may have a look, what's that? So I may delete the old one. So you will see this thing asking you to create web page and some table and content and some still about content, about format HTML, and then you need to create a CSS, and finally you will put all the evidence to your evidence file. Okay, and the mark scheme, as you can see, they need you to display the file content and the CSS coding, and also the finished web page. The layout should be looks like that, and also the HTML coding. Okay, so you have a look, right? Now we go in this folder. So as you can see, some balloons, some picture, some HTML, some HTML, some CSS, some text file. So you have an overlook what you are going to do. Okay, we open the question paper. And the first one, you are going to create a web page for Terra balloons service. Okay, must work in any browser. Make sure the style sheet contains low HTML. Style sheet contains low HTML. Make sure your HTML style sheet are as efficient as possible. It means that you try to combine many things together. Don't use too many selector in the CSS. So now create in your J2231 folder a web page called tbs.htm. So go to here. So we are already in J2231, right? So you open the Dreamweaver, and then you create new an HTML, and the title you don't know this time, and then you create, and it's untitled one, everything is untitled. So you must save it first. Save as. Remember to save it. Don't save in the document. Don't save in your desktop. You must save in the pictures and the files located that area. So should be where you should open the file in NAS, or go to desktop and then NAS and your personal folder, not my share folder. The share folder. So go to form for ICT. This one, make sure it's in here. You can see many stuff there, and the file name should be what? tbs.htm. So by default tbs.htm. How about that? I close this one because you have a different view of me. So I close what? I close the extension. Don't show extension. In default in your computer, no showing any extension. So I do it again here. So you should look like that. You file save, and then it doesn't tell you your HTML or HTML. Okay, arrow and without arrow, they don't tell you. So you need to type here explicitly. So go to the again desktop, and then NAS, and then make sure your personal folder, and then this one, and then J2231 here, and then tbs.htm s.htm here. So that like that, you finish. You can see here, you create this one, and then you can check. You can check here. It's htm without arrow. So you fulfill the first requirement. Second, this web page must be created using a single table and must work in all browsers. The table must fit 90% of the width and height of the browser window. The table must have a structure as shown in this diagram: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, something like that. Each table cell is identified with a letter A, B, C, D. Some dimensions are shown. This must be set as percentage values. Do not set the height of the cell A, B, C, D, E, F, because they don't have the height except this one and this one. So you just set this one. Don't set the height for this one without they asking you to do that. And then the cell content shown in the diagram must not appear on your final web page. This indication or this requirement don't show at the final web result. Table borders must appear on the final web page. This border must appear. So we deal with this part first. So as you can see, how many rows and columns, we only count the smallest data cell. So we can see we have one big, one, two. However, we can count here. So you should display 1, 2, 3 columns, and also the rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, 3 columns. So I'll go here. So first thing, make sure you are in the design view rather than the live view. Make sure design view and insert, and then table here. 5 rows, 3 columns. Okay, 5 rows, 3 columns. As he said, the width should be 90% for the whole table. The width and height of browser. So here 90, and make sure it's the percentage. And they ask you to display a border. So display a border. Okay, the table border must appear. So it should be at least have a value. It can be 1, 2, or 3. So it should be 1, like that. And then you create it. Okay, sometimes you may see that what happened here, we already created, right? But it doesn't appear. So it's quite normal. I saw a lot. Because what? Make sure your table coding is inside the body. Should be in here. So sometimes like that. So no problem. So you may from the table, the ending of table, copy from the beginning of the table, right click and cut. But put it here. Someone may already put it in the correct location. So you try to fix the problem you encounter. Okay, fine. You can see here. Then second thing, we need to do the merge. Okay, merge. This one, merge. Table, merge. This one, merge. And then what? Here, second, third, and the last one. Second, third, and the last one. Second, merge. Third, merge. And the last one, merge. So we finish. Okay, finish everything. Okay, finish everything. Okay, now set the title of web page to Terrara Balloon Safaris. So you may go to here. Make sure in the heading, title is in heading. Title should be in the heading. So here, change from untitled document to the Terrara Balloon Safari. So like that, and then you save and see the result. Save, and then go back to here, TPS, double click. You can see now it's Terrara Balloon Safari here, and also table is here. Now we continue. Then set in the HTML the link of default target window to _new. It's quite difficult because you cannot guess default target window. So you may remember that all the default setting should be in the heading. So we go to the heading, and also all the common and basic thing. So we call it base. But if you can't remember, just may lose this point. Okay, if you can get one more point in the Cambridge. Okay, base, and then space, target, select this one, and under _new, we don't have that, so we create this one. Okay, so it means what? It means that every time we click the link, it will open in a new tab or new window, and the hidden name of that is score underscore new, something like that. So every time you click the link, it will open in the same new window. Okay, so now we finish and place in cell A image. A is banner, B is the balloon rotated, because I already saved it for you. Okay, banner and the balloon rotated. So here, so this one, so insert and the image and the banner, and right hand side should be here. Select this one, make sure it's in between, and the insert and the image and the balloon rotated. Okay, the size is quite weird this time because we haven't set anything. Now we go down to the here. C is a video tag to display JBalloon MP4 so that it fits the width. It means that 100% of the width. Display an automated text-based error message. It should be in the fallback text here. To display, the browser does not support this video type, so many score here, just like here. If you watch the coding, if you don't finish it, you can see how many score you will lose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. So make sure you finish all the requirement in one sentence. Okay, balloon JPG MP4. So go to C, right? A, B, C should be here, and then insert, and then go to video. It's in the HTML and with HTML file here, and then here. So just give a container, select the source. The source is the JBalloon MP4 file, this one, and make sure the width should be 100%. So this one we cannot, because only set the pixels, right? So we may set here. So should be in the video control rather than in the source. Should be here. So width, WID, width should be 100%. Sometimes you need to go in the HTML to add it, because some function doesn't provide it. Doesn't provide in the Dreamweaver. Okay, 100%. So it's 100%. Okay, you fulfill the width. And then what? Here, automatic text-based error message. The browser does not support this video type. So right click. So fallback text. So go to select this one. You can see fallback text here. Place like that. Everything's okay. So we may test, file and save, and go to the here, and then we refresh. You see the rubber balloon rotator, the video, something like that. Then we continue. And E is the Serengeti. F is the Marseille, but we skip E. You can see C, low D. So we skip D. Okay, it means that we skip one line and then use a Serengeti. So Serengeti here. We skip one line, the first one here, last one here. Serengeti, this one, and then what? This one. Right hand side is Marseille. Okay, good. And then what's the requirement? No. Okay, we finish this part. Place inline style attributes into the HTML so that each image with its aspect ratio maintained. It means that you only key in one dimension, maybe width, and don't key in the height. One dimension indicates that it will automatically keep aspect ratio. Fit the width of table cell. It means that to totally fill the table cell. It means that the width of all the image should be 100%. So and also it's inline style, so it's kind of difficult. So we must use inline. It means that inside the HTML coding. And then this one is for the banner. So maybe after the default width and height, we create this one, space, and then width. And then width. Okay, No. How about that? As you can see, so we delete everything here. So with sorry, I don't know why. Because I'm trying to modify the HTML coding, but this time we need to use the HTML. So I should here. So we're inside stuff. So we use the style inline CSS with style. Select this one, and then the width. This one, and the auto inherit is low. We need 100%. This one, so should be looks like that. Okay, 100% to fit the width, and also delete the old settings. Looks like that. Again, should be looks like that. So 100% fit, and then we save, and then we test again. So fit the width. Okay, not fulfill the height, only fit the width. And then what? Okay, we do it to all images. So go to here. Okay, this one, I think this first one, balloon. Okay, balloon. And then how about we do that space, because I want to use the code helper. So I try to like that width, and then 100%. I suggest use the code helper rather than to keep all the thing by yourself, because we miss the this syntax or this syntax. So try to use the auto completion functions. Delete. Okay, this one, balloon finish, right? Balloon finish. Okay, this one, this video, right? This one. So okay, we can faster. So this one, style, and then this one, 100%. How about we copy and paste this up? So then style, width, and then 100%. So it looks like that. Okay, if you fill like that, fill the cell completely. This one, and then we like that. Delete, we paste like that. Looks like that. Okay, we save and see what happens. Okay, looks like that. 100%, 100%, or 100% width. Now finish. Add appropriate alternate text to all still images. Okay, it means that if the picture cannot be loaded, it display a helping image, a helping text, or some information to display what the pictures going to be. Now we go to here, this one. So we select this one and alternate text, alt, and then this time about the banner, right? So we write banner of Tara balloon. Normally just copy the words in the pictures, because you can tell the meanings of that banner. So this one may be like image of balloon, okay, balloon, and this one should be image of Serengeti. This one, image of Masai Mara. Okay, so it looks like that. So save, and then we finish. Place in cell did the test from the JV1 test. Set this as heading 2. So this one, JV1 test, this one, and open it. Just copy and paste. You may use Ctrl A, select all, Ctrl C, copy, and then paste in here. Ctrl V, and then delete the lines created for you. So we need to set it as a H2 format, heading 2. Make sure you are in the HTML. This heading is in HTML. CSS, some style, something like that, font size, something. about appearance, about style should be here. But normally we use HTML first. Okay, heading what? Heading 2. Okay, heading 2. This one. Okay, heading 2. And enter the cell G, the text, click on the images about to enjoy the wonder of Kenya and Tanzania, web page like that. So, and also need to display, I copy this one, display as 2 paragraphs, and finally set it to be H3, heading 3. So here, so go to here, and then we'll Control V. What's that? Oh, something maybe if I copy may create some problem, so I will copy one by one. But in your exam you need to type by yourself. Paste. I still have this one. I don't want this table. Okay. So that I may type by myself. Click on the image to above. Okay. Click on the images above what? About to enjoy the wonders of Kenya and Tanzania. Tanzania. Okay, web page last edited by. Okay, make sure 2 paragraphs. So you come so like that, and then web page not 2 paragraphs. Web page last edited by. So last edited by the colon, and then normally ask you to provide a space followed by a space in your name, sender number, candidate number. So space here, space your name, and then center number. Our school is MO 002, and the candidate number here should be your student number without S. So should be seven digits, like that. Okay, finish. And also set the paragraph. This one is H3, heading 3, right? Heading 3. Okay, so we may save first and see what's the result. Looks like that. Okay, now we continue. Create hyperlinks from the image. Must say assign to open the website JK31 Kenya. Okay, create hyperlink from this one. Masai to this one. Hyperlink to what? Or to another website. So we should go to this one, and then we select the hyperlink. This one, the hyperlink link to another website called jv1kenya.html, another website. So it looks like that. And the second one should be this one, Serengeti to Tanzania, in the browser that's currently in use. Okay, so we finish this one first. We will open it in a new window because we set the base before in the heading section. So we test, is it work? So here should be open in a new tab. You can see in the new tab. We finish, right? Now we deal with this one. This one should be open in the current window. It means that open in this window rather than open a new tab. So okay, Tanzania. So here, so select this one, and then this one should be Tanzania, this one. But the target, we don't use the we don't use the default one. We need to use the customize one. Customize this one. So we should current. So current normally is this one. Default. Okay, we see work or not. Refresh. Okay, default is still using the base one, but I want this one is in the current, so I may use in the here. So maybe self, underline self, underscore self. Okay, and then we see what's the result. Refresh and then self. Okay, as you can see, now here is a shell. This one, but this one in the new tab. You can see the difference, right? Okay, we finished. We fulfill the requirement. It's a self here, and then we finish. And then now we do the style sheet CSS. We name the style sheet this one to this one, followed by a serial number. So should be looks like that. Okay, so we link it. We style sheet this one, and then right click and we link. We link here. We link, and this one is followed by your name. Normally followed by name, and then your center number MO002, your student number without S. So I check again. It's like that. Your name. Oh, no name, just your center number, candidate number. Okay, just like that. So only the center number and candidate number, and connected with underscore. Okay, this one we finish, and then make sure this style sheet is still in cascading style file format. We means that don't change the file format, just keep default. Attach this style sheet to your web page. How to attach? Then we go to here. So this time we deal with the CSS designer. Normally I want to make it to be bigger because until you can see this property on the right hand side, so then you can do it in a better way. First thing, how to include, we make sure in the CSS designer, select the source and then attach existing CSS, and then select the one you just renamed, this one. Okay, and then okay, what's happened? Actually, you can see that here, you can see in the heading we create this link to this style sheet and the reference like that. So it means that we connect together. As you can see, this HTML has a source code and also a CSS file. The content of the default CSS file looks like that, and normally all the things is useless. It try to disturb you. So my suggestions ask you to delete all the stuff. And then first thing is a trainee has attempted to create a style sheet for this website. This file contains a number of errors and omissions. All color codes must display in hexadecimal. Your style sheet must not contain HTML or scripting language. Okay, so it means some coding, some language. Normally it's JavaScript, but you don't know this time. So it means that purely CSS. Open and edit the style sheet you save in step 12. It is the last step. To meet the following specifications, set the background color of the web page so that it has a color. Okay, remember blue, red, green. Wrong. Should be RGB. So the order of the color code should be 74 R, G, A, B, and D2. So we try to set the background color first here, and then normally you need to set a group. If I ask you like that, just keep it global. We have current, we have all. All, it means that you can see the source code and the style sheet, all current like that. So normally I just click all and then make sure it's global, and then you go to selectors. So now we can do it, and then we will select the style sheet. Okay, we want to do what? We want to do the background. So it should be in the body. This one, so should be in the body. So you already have to create a CSS code, and then you can see the properties here. As you can see, normally have a layout and the text, and text, right? And the border and the what? And the background. So it should be in the background here. Background color. Okay, I forgot the name is what? RGB 74ABD2. 74ABD2. So should be 74ABD2. This one, enter. This color. You already created for you, okay? And the second thing is what? Set the font style. Set the font for the style H1, H2, and H3, so that the browser selects and display the font times CY first. If this font is available, the browser select the second. The second is the Times New Roman. Otherwise, if neither of these fonts are available, the browser display the default serif. Serif, it means that has a declaration bar at the end of the letter or has a tail of the font. So set the text in H1, H2, H3 to black. Okay, so this time we need to set this thing together, make it to be more efficient. As it asks you here, more efficient here. Efficient. So don't separate it. Just set H1, 2, 3 together. Okay, so this time go to here and then make sure here. Now we have source code like that, source code HTML, and then this one is CSS. So this time go to selector and then make sure H1, comma, H2, comma, and H3. Okay, we deal with this three thing. Heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. So the font size. So you should go to the font, something like the text, and the font size should be font type should be here. So as you can see, the requires Times CY, but we don't have Times CY, and also Times New Roman not in here, or maybe this one. But I want a sequence feed font, and the last one is what? The last one is serif, right? So I may select at least here. I can see a serif. How about this one? Times New Roman serif with this one. Select this one and then we modify some words to fulfill our requirement. So we select this one. So I already created for you. So font family, you can see so many. But the first one we list what? Some built-in type doesn't need a quotation mark, but Times CY we use it. So how about that? We delete that Times CY. You can see Times New Roman still have quotation, so our Times CY should be inside the quotation mark. Okay, like that, and the comma. Okay, this one should be Times CY. What I'm talking about Times CY, this one, Times CY, this font. So this one, Times CY, comma, Times New Roman, and then serif. So we fulfill all the requirement, and the color is black. Color is black here. So color is black, still font, and the color is black. So this one, and then enter. So how about we save this time? This time I suggest you use a save all, because we are dealing with two files. So we save all is better. Save all, and then how about we task it? So and then we go back. So it looks like that. So you can see the color. The background color is already changed before it's right, and then we change H1, H2, H3. This work already black color, and also the font something like that already applied. And then now we set H1. You can see in the individual line requirement. So it means that you set it individually rather than one paragraph like that. So we individually set H1 16, H2 the size 12 like that. Okay. H1 16. So we make sure in here and then select H1 individually. H1 and the font size this one, and the font size 16 what? Pixels or point? Point. Okay, PT 16. This one font size 6 point, this one really point, PT, and then 16, like that, and then you can see created for you, and then really H2, this one, font size is 12 and 10, okay, 12 point, 12, and the last one should be H3, this one, and then font size is 10 point. (16, 12, and 10 points created for you. And then what's next requirement? Set each table margin individually to 5% of the width and height of the browser window. Margin is what? It means that this one, the distance between your border and the edge of browser, this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. Okay, now we set this one. Margin individually to 5%. So what's the individually? Nowadays we can set the width and height. It means that all around means the top, bottom, left, right, all in one sentence. But this time it asks you individually. It means that you need to indicate explicitly left, right, top, bottom, something like that, to 5%, to 5%. So how? And go to here. I'm talking about this one, right? Margin. Okay, table margin. So we should table, and then table. So and then this one, and then go to the layout or background, border. So it's border, and the margin. Table. Table margin. So margin in where? Oh, here. So I think it should be in the border, but however it's in the layout. So margin. If you set this one Mr. Way, it's a shorthand. It means that you set it to be 5%. You can see 5% is wrong. They need individually, as because those examiner they need what? They need this one, and then this one. They need this thing individually for 1 mark. So you will lose many marks here if you are not individually. So what can I do? I delete this one, and then I set it individually. 5%, right? 5%. Okay, 5%. So I set it here. %, and I copy, enter. So you can see margin top, right? And then maybe bottom, and then left. This part really tricky, so try your best. Okay, something like that. We already finished, and the table should be what? As you can see, the table is already in the middle and makes sure 5% of the browser width. So we refresh. You can see 5% already. 5%, something like that. Next one, set all table cell padding to table cell, remember, not table cell padding. As you can see, padding is a space inside the element. Inside the space inside the element or cell, and also, okay, it means that in the cell. So how about that? It's about this one. Can you see here the content? The content between the border. something like that. I want to make more space in between your words and the border, so should be in the TD data cell here. So table board, okay, table cell is table data cell. So how? Go to here and then here, and then we select table data cell TD, should be this one. Okay, this one. So table data cell, and the padding you can see here. The padding is about what? Is in the layout? Yeah, in the layout. 5% of what? Or 10 pixels. So padding 10 pixels. PX is stand for pixel. So it's okay. Now we use this one, 10 pixel. 10 here. And then what? Or 10 pixels. 10 pixels. 10 pixels. As you can see, the contents have a larger distance between the border. So table, like that, padding like that, okay. 10 pixels, save. So you should refresh. Okay, I check the scheme. Oh, they looks like that. Table padding, right? Table padding. Yeah, you can see sometimes like that. They need one line, and then we do it in the separate line, but we still can get the same result. So some displays examiner, I think it's still reasonable, just like that. After they see that table TD, they can understand, right? But if we put it together, okay, if we really need to put it together, don't use individual. So how about that? Sometimes how can you load? Okay, so 10 pixel, right? 10 pixel. We use shorthand. Okay, so we use shorthand. So it should be exactly the same. You see, the result is the same, but the coding exactly same with this one. So this one. And then you can see the, even we are saying in the table TD, but I think it's still okay because it's in TD. You can see here TD. So that we continue. Set all table. Set all table borders and grid lines to be visible, separated, solid, spread, and 1 pixel width. For the table border, should be the border of the table, while grid line is the lines in between the cells. So border should be this one, the most outer part, and the grid line is this one, in between. So that means that we need to do the together. We need to deal with the table and also TD, because grid line is attaching or is related in the table cell. So it means that we do the table and TD again. But I'm wondering, do we need to set this back? Maybe only TD, no table, because otherwise it will confuse or we have some confliction with this one, because this one will do the table and TD again. So how about we set this one only for the TD, low table? So how about we do this one, and then we just TD, and this, because it's saying it's the same. Okay, this one. Okay, still the same result. Okay, you can see the same result, and also can fulfill the requirement from the Cambridge. the same result. Okay, so how about that? And also fulfill the requirement from the campus like that. And this time we deal with the grid lines and the border. We should use table and TD. Okay, so both. So we go to here, and then this time we go with the table and TD, table, comma, and TD, table and the data cell. So we deal with both of them. And then requirement is what? Set all table to be visible. So this one match with this one. If you set 1 pixel wide, it already visible. If you set 0 pixel, it will be invisible. So they are match. So they are the pair. So now we just set 1. It will be visible automatically. So I just go to this one, and then we are in this one, and then make sure the border, okay, the border should be border, and the border you want to deal with the whole border or all round border or top right. We deal with the all round border. So the width now here we need what? 1 pixel, so should be here, and then select pixel, and then if low, you can see 0, low grid lines, low border, so we want to use 1, and then you can see all the grid lines border appear. So we finish this one and this one. Now we need separated. What is the meaning of separated? So how about I save it and show you what's that? Save all, and then this one. So as can you see here? Can you see here? So we need they are separated. Okay, and then I may show you that. How about I set you separated, and then you can see the result. And separated. So I go to the separated. It means that in a collapse, they collapse or separate. So I select separate. Okay, separate. So we save it and see the result. And now looks like nothing, right? It already separated. How about I set it this one? This what? Collapse. You see the result. Save all. You can see it now. Here, can you see the result? Collapse. Default is separated. Collapse, it means that they collapse together. Only one line. If we set what? If we set is a separated, this one separated, and then save all again, you can see the result here. I refresh. You can see, right? They're separated, right? This is called separated. Okay, now we continue. Wow, quite difficult, right? Solid and black. Solid and black. So we go to here. Solid should be in the style. Solid, finish, and the color should be black. This one. So finish, save all, and then we refresh. Okay, solid, separated, one, finish. Okay, set the spaces between the borders of all table elements to 10 pixels. Okay, spaces between the borders and of all table. Okay. So what's that? I may set you and I can understand. The table, what's that? Set the spaces between the borders of the table elements. Okay. This one. So this one should be what? This one, 10 pixels. So I should set here. The first one is for the horizontal, and the second one is for the vertical. So normally they don't tell you what is the requirement. okay, you just set the first one horizontal, and then what happened? And then see here, what's that? Sometimes you need to fix that. Okay, border spacing like that, and then okay, I may show you what. Like that. Normally, okay, normally this one should be the result. It means that in vertical and horizontal should be looks like that. Okay, and then why I'm talking so confused? Because we need to conform the Cambridge requirement. I will tell you why I'm talking so confused. Now you can see the border is bigger. The border is bigger. You can see 10 pixels. If I set it to the what 50, you can see the result 50 and also 50. So what's the result? Looks like that. You can see here the border distance. Now I want to show you what. I change it back. Because I want to set it for the width for the horizontal, and you can see here. If I say it like that, for the horizontal and vertical, this one I set 10 for the horizontal axis, and 50 for the vertical. So how about that? You can see the result here. You can see that now is for the horizontal very small, but the vertical very big. You can see here the coding like that. But the requirement is that they don't tell you. It means that both dimension. So should be that. And also, I think it's quite difficult for you, right? So because I checked the mark scheme, they asked you like that, load the second element, because if you only key in one element, it will automatically set the second element as well. So like that. I think in our mind it should be looks like that. But remember, in Cambridge, if it doesn't ask you to set in 2 dimensions, you may delete by yourself, because Dreamweaver automatically create 2 dimensions for you, but you must delete one. The result is the same. Save all. So the result is the same. You can see for the horizontal and vertical, both are 10 pixels. Okay, and also we can fulfill the requirement. Now we finish this part, and then we move down. Correct and edit comment at the start of the style sheet. Contain your name. Okay, center number. We need comment. Comment cannot help you. Dreamweaver can help you, so you may key in by yourself here, and then enter. We use slash and star, and then you can see all the code become gray. You may disable. So we code this star first and then slash. So all the code become enable. So because comment means that it doesn't to be executed. So we just the comment. Here is the what I need to you to set what. Here name, center number, candidate name center number, and the candidate number 1 2 3 4 5 7 like that, and then save it, and then done. Oh no, we need the what correct and edit or add the comment. Okay, we may check. I think we may some created, but I may delete at the very beginning. They need what? CSS. Last edited by a candidate. So last time I did it so fast. Because they provide you the wrong coding, I did it so fast. So next time, remember, don't delete everything, because they need that last edited by a candidate and a comma. Okay, and then for Tarara balloons of Safari. Okay, so we edit back. But do you remember you can do this thing for Cambridge? So based on experience, so after we do many, we understand the common requirement by candidate. Candidate uppercase or low uppercase. Oh, uppercase, a candidate, and then like that. But the correct sequence will be like that. Correct sequence, copy like that. Last edited by, is it correct? Okay, finish like that. Is it should be one line? I don't think so. So just like that, 3 lines, 3 lines. And then now take a screenshot or save your style sheet already saved. Take a screenshot to show the file name and all the contents of the style sheet and paste this in your evidence document. So we need to create evidence document and show what all the content and file name details, and also make sure clearly visible. We need to take a screenshot this one, and also we need to create a what the evidence file. So we create this one. Normally this will work, file is better. So evidence document MENT evidence documents, right? Evidence document here. So we looks like that, and then normally we need to use what evidence one. Normally they like that. Use capital letters. Evidence one. And normally bold. And then how about you Control C, and then you may Control. As I count already, you need 4 evidence. Do you know why? Because evidence 2, 3, and 4, and then we don't do that. So 4 evidence. I create 1, 2, and then 3. So slow. 3 and 4. Save. And the first requirement should display all the contents in your file folder. So normally they need what? They need to see the type, they need to see the size, and also they need to see the image dimension. If you have a video, you need to see the video dimension. This one video, a video dimension. It means that 2 dimensions. First one is about the picture, second dimension about the video. How? Go to the title, and then right click, and then we select, and then make sure select the size like that. Make sure you select the type. Okay, and also make sure select dimension. This one dimension. This one, and then okay, you can see a dimension about your picture, and also the dimension about your frame, because you have video. So frame height and frame width is the dimension about your video, only for your video. And then normally they ask you to display what? The extension, file extension. So should be this one, and then this one, and then this one. Extension, you can see doc, doc, something like that. Normally, and then we check. Normally we finish. Okay, you can see they need what? They need this frame type, size, height, width, frame like that, and then dimension all included. You only get 1 mark. Make sure this one already save as balloon line. Okay, this one I already have you to rotate it, but they use what? Balloon underscore your student number, your candidate number. So this one you may rotate, change it to your student number as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now everything is perfect, and then take a screenshot. How to do a screenshot? What this one? Screenshot. This one, window key, hold this key, and then shift and the S. We use the what? Slipping tool. So should be S. Okay, again, window key, Window key Shift and S, and then you can get this one. Sorry, how about we include more stuff? Include this one, the name, and they modify this thing, and then this one, and then like that. And then you already here, you just already save your memory, so you just have Control V, it's already pasted here, done. And the second thing is what? Second thing, how about we save it? Remember, every changes, please save immediately. And then we continue here, requirement here. So now we finish this part, right? We finish this part. It's evidence. Evidence 1 finished. Evidence 2, a screenshot of your style sheet with the required information clearly visible. Screenshot. So this one, I need this one. So how about we move it back? I need this one. So how about we only see the code and code? This one, and then we need what? Still so big. If it is too big, you can use two pictures to combine the results. And then how about if I take it out? Okay, now looks like that. Now still okay. I take it out. Screenshot. Window Shift and S, and then this one, and then go to the evidence 2. Done. Save. And the evidence 3 is what? But before we do that, how can we display the property window? You go to here, make sure the properties, this one, and then you dock. It means a hold and drag here until release. Okay, you dock here, and then save your web page, display your web page in the browser. It means that you include the address bar. What's that mean? These bars, rather than in a Word file, they need to tell them your file really can work in a browser. And all the page can be seen, all text it can be read. The address bar is visible. Take a screenshot showing your web page in the browser. So screenshot like that. Make sure the table content, the background color visible. Okay, read this one. So take a screenshot about this one. So we refresh, get the most updated one. And it's too black, right? So we may change it smaller. What's that? No. So we may change it to smaller. No. Okay, we can't. So we may use both two screenshots to combine. The first screenshot, maybe here. First one, maybe here. Include the address bar. So how about we include everything? Include everything. Maybe here. Sorry, what happened here? Image of balloon. What happened? Because I relink it. Because I relink it from rotated to the to the what? To the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to change here. You can see. So here, and then I need to see the design view. I delete this one. Now should be rotated. So I change it back to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. So update again. Oh, okay. So be here. So now refresh. What happened? I changed this thing, and then this one, right? That back rotated. What happened here? Here. What happened? Okay, we check again. What happened? Why so small? Should be 100% here. Okay, I don't know this time. We may do it again. Yeah, something like that. You do the thing, and then you delete, you change, and then yeah, something happen. So we do it again. I delete already, and then image, and then make sure 1 2 3 4 5 this one, and this one, and make sure we are using the style space, and then make sure the style this one, and then with this one, and then 100% this one. So and then this one. Oh yeah, we still do that. Banner of balloon, okay. So image of it, still that. You see, image of balloon. You see, very easily to delete, to drop, to lose your mark. And then we save everything, and then we refresh. What happened? This one. You see the file results looks like that. Mark scheme don't look like that. Should be that. Okay, I think I need to deal with later. So, but we must continue. Maybe some style override it. Same, right? Same. Okay, and then we may deal with it later, but not this time. Next time we may rename it first because I delete the first step. Do you know what happened right here? Because we delete the first step. You can see just the second step. I delete the first step. First step already asked you to rename, but we do it afterwards. So we get this result. Normally you will get this result, but however I get this, so I may fix it in the future, maybe during the lesson. But we must continue. You already 1 hour, so we need to do it faster. Okay, now we do what, and then we are doing what, and then we are doing this one. We are doing a screenshot. Because suddenly we find out the balloon doesn't work, so we do again. Do you know why? My phone is ringing. Okay, it disturbed me a little bit. Okay, we continue. And then this one. So we continue, and then we continue. The space in between. Okay, if you can't, how about that? And then you load that. You drop, and then make sure I want to combine right in front of text, so I can freely move, and then we may this one, this one, and then this one. Okay, because you need to pin it out. They don't care how you can create documents. It looks like that. Okay, and evidence 4. Take a copy of HTML source code and paste, or copy and paste like screenshot. So this can go to here, and then we Control A, Control C, and then go to the evidence file, Control V, like that. Done, finish. And then you save it. Remember, Cambridge only see your printout, so next time you need to print, and then you print, and then you print it out, and done. Thank you very much. Okay.